One more thing. One more thing in my uncle voice. Google motherfucking Chrome. Where you at, baby? Yo, we just finished talking about the Sega Mega Drive Mini, and it was saying like while I was doing that video, this information came out that we officially know what's up with the Sega Genesis Mini for not only for the U.S. America KKK, but also in Brexit land too. And we're gonna take a look at this real quick. So let's take a look at this real quick. So, oh no, I don't want to sign up for a newsletter, not right now, but thank you. Anywho, instead of 6 buttons, everybody in the Trump KKK and the Brexit town get 3 buttons instead of 6 buttons. So this is a problem. This is already a problem for me. Well, it's a problem for a reason that I'll explain. But, however, these only come in one version. Like, unlike the Sega Mega Drive Mini that has the 1 controller, the 2 controllers, you get 2 controller ones, but what's the point of releasing it with a 3-button joystick? I don't really get that, given like what I think may come to this. But you get the console, you get the pads, you get a USB power adapter, the power cable, and an HDMI cable. So, here is the list, dude. Here's the list. So, let's take it right here. So, actually, you know what? We're going to do it from right here. Remember this list, kids. Like, let's just go through the Genesis. Let's just go through the Japanese joint one more time. Oh, boy, what the? Oh, wow. It gives me information about Gunstar Heroes that I already know because it's Gunstar Heroes, one of the greatest video games of all time. But thanks. So, we got the Gunstar Heroes. We got the Comic Zone. We got the Shining Force. We got the Space Harrier. The Sonic 2. We got Vampire Killer, a.k.a. Castlevania Bloodline. Puyo Puyo 2, Mado Monogari, Wrestle Ball, and we get Rent a Hero. So, we trade Sonic 2 for Sonic 1 for some reason, at least in this list. We trade Puyo Puyo 2 for its technical, overseas version in Dr. Robotnik's Meets Bean Machine. We don't get Wrestle Ball, nor do we get Mado Monogari, but instead we get Echo the Dolphin and Toe Jam and Earl. And in trade for, Rent a Hero, we get Altered Beast. And, okay. Maybe they weren't going to, translate Rent a Hero. I'm like, Mado Monogari, definitely not. The Puyo Puyo 2 changed the Dr. Robotic Mean Bean Machine. That makes total sense. I get that. Toe Jam and Earl. I guess that's a game in the current conscience right now because of, the new game, you know what I'm saying? The Funk. Toe Jam and Earl of the Funk. And Echo the Dolphin because you really, 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 really badly want to play Echo the Dolphin. Mm-hmm. You just want to play Echo the Dolphin. I don't have nothing to do with that, you know what I'm saying? You want to play Echo the Dolphin and that's fine. Just for the record, let's take a look because it's the same thing over here on the Europe side. They get the same controller. You get the pads and the HDMI and the power cable, blah, blah, blah. And you get the same games, all but, in their European formats or whatever. So, yeah. I suppose so, Brad. So, you might be wondering what this thing will cost you. $90. Yeah, bring it back to me. Bring it back to me for just a minute. $90. 40 games. You get 2 controllers with it, the whole nine. Not 6 buttons, but I'm assuming that if you go import like the 6-button joints, that they'll work because the only reason I'm concerned about it, at least for now, is for the one game and that on that 10 list that actually uses the 6-button controller, the 6-button control scheme in Comic Zone. Given that I think that Street Fighter may be a lock for this thing, it's possible you may need it for that because you don't want to really play Street Fighter 2 with 3 buttons. It's not fun. Not fun in any way. Just put that out there. Given also that Streets of Rage 3 is going to be a thing, that what those top buttons give you in Streets of Rage 3 with access to your special moves before you get stars and things like that. So there are some uses of 6-button controls in games that could be coming to this thing. So given that they're all shipping with 3 buttons, and I understand for the nostalgic reason, but I don't think that's a good look. Now, they may have it where you can buy you a 6-button. or you may be able to import a 6-button controller, or like I talked about, oh, those retro bit USB controllers could definitely work with this thing. We don't know that yet. I see what they going for, but we still got 30 games. But it's good to at least know that we making a stand right now that this game this gonna differ between the regions. I really think that at some point the European version is gonna differentiate from the American version, and the Mega Drive version is gonna be whatever the hell it is. So it'll be interesting to see all of that indeedly so play out. But look, you know what I'm saying? That's the news. You always catch it how you catch it. But we got more show for you. So I'm glad we was able to really quickly go through this, get the addendum. I'm going to be watching this very, very, very closely and making some decisions real soon about pre-orders and things like that, and trying to get me one of these because I got to have this. I got to get my hands on this, family. Got to. Regardless of that, we got more show for you. So please, you know who that is. You know who's holding you down. You know who I am. Sit back, relax, and stay tuned. Wink, bang. More show for you right after these commercial messages. Seriously though? Echo the Dolphin? Like, I ain't never been a fan. Like, I played it a couple of times. I'm just not a fan of how that game works. I understand why people see it, like, you know, as a throwback classic, but me and Altered Beast, I'm like, that's my other thing. Altered Beast though, like the conversion of an arcade game to a Sega Genesis is how you gonna fill in one of your blanks to replace whatever game it replaced in this instance. Because I'm assuming Altered Beast replaced Rent a Hero because of, and why put Sonic 1 first facing out there if Sonic 2 is gonna be on the collection anyway? But I guess they wanted to just diversify like what it was they were showing up front, I guess. I don't know. But I'm not a marketing person. I have no idea. All I can do is speculate and guess. But regardless, more show after these commercials.